From 16 to 26, a journey of healing. It's my 26th birthday today, and if you take me back 10 years ago, I could never imagine that life would turn out this way. I remember being 16 and heartbroken over my first love, totally in shambles. I was also facing a lot of bullying and discrimination at the hands of a lot of people around me. I was struggling from a lot of mental and physical health issues. I was battling depression, suicidal depression. I had extreme anxiety. I had chronic pain. My entire body was in pain from head to toe, including my eyes. And that went on for the next 10 years. It started a bit before that, so it's been around 12 to 14 years since I've had these issues. And it got really bad eventually down the line. 5 years ago is when my health started taking a toll seriously, and I was bedridden. I was battling some serious diseases, I was hospitalized, and doctors were kind of giving up on me. And I was at the same time also still battling the chronic pain and the mental health problems. And all I wanted in those times was for the pain to be over, both emotionally and physically. I was praying to God to end my life while lying on a hospital bed. And then I saw around me so many people having it much worse than me. And that's when it clicked me that, I'm not the only one. People out there are having similar or worse problems than me. They're fighting similar battles in silence. And just like I didn't have anybody to listen to me, they also don't have that person or that agency or that platform or community. And that's how and that's why I decided to start Let's Heal. Those words just came to me in that hospital bed while I was literally praying for the pain to be over and for my life to be over. It clicked me that maybe all of this struggle and suffering has some meaning to it. Now, some people can call this absolute crap. Some people can find this inspiring. Some people can find this worth a thought. For me, it was life altering. I started making videos and writing about my mental health and my chronic illnesses and my daily challenges with life and my experience with bullying and trauma and heartbreak. And I started to write about it at the same time, and I started different social media handles on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I started getting some support. I'm still not very big in numbers, but whatever support I've gotten from so far from all of you has been nothing short of overwhelming. The good kind. You people have been so warm and loving to me. So I thank all of you for being that. And eventually, I took this journey on a professional turn. I joined masters in psychology, and I completed that. I somehow topped my class. I got amazing results all through. The journey was difficult, of course it was, because my health was still a challenge and I was still facing a lot of bullying and discrimination from different people around me, even in that field. But I triumphed, and I started taking sessions. I was undergoing training in a hospital, and eventually I started taking sessions on my own as well. I was honing my skills, I was working on myself, and during that training period, I was I was astounded because apparently I had joined as a trainee in the same hospital that I was admitted to a few years ago as a patient. And to turn the story even crazier, I was treating a patient on the same bed that I was admitted to as a patient. So in the emergency care, I think it was the second bed from the door. I remember clearly as daylight. I was there and they were inserting tubes in me around 3, 4 years ago, 4 years ago. And then a few years later, I find myself in that emergency care, going to the same bed to see a patient. She was going through some stress, and it was kind of, a panic attack. And I was there with my team. We had the senior psychologist with us, and we were there. We talked to her. She clicked with me. We made eye contact, and she started telling me and the doctor how her husband had tortured her, and all of that had taken a toll on her mental health. She was an athlete, she was a national level player, she had a government job, she was so charming, and there's nothing wrong with her, but the trauma had landed her there. And as I was listening to her, I totally forgot about the fact that I was a patient on this bed once. It only clicked me later on that, oh, I have just hit a full circle. And now, also, when I take clients and patients and I deal with them, I realize that I've been through these things. So it's easier for me to relate to them, to connect with them, to empathize with them, and to help them. And I haven't shared my story full fledged either on my channel or any of my other platforms, social media. Um, I don't think I'm ready yet, but I will. I will talk about it full length in some videos to come, in some blogs to come. But for now, if I could tell you in a nutshell that, I was going through an absolute hell. And thanks to some people in my life, and thanks to my own efforts and the right kind of help professionally, I eventually started turning things around. I started at 16 being heartbroken, bullied, ill, and I carried on like that for a very long time, for years. But eventually I started to turn my life around, and I'm still ill, I'm still in pain, I'm still a little heartbroken, I'm still recovering from the trauma, but the key is that I am recovering. The key is that I am healing. I'm doing much better than I was earlier, at least emotionally and mentally, if not physically. The pain is still a challenge. My body is entirely in pain 24/7, head to toe, including my eyes. Um, and all of that has been because of the trauma. But emotionally and mentally, I'm in a much better space because I took therapy, I took care, I took medication, I took the right help at the right time. Okay, not at the right time, it was way too late, but I took help. That is why I'm able to give help now as a professional. Um, so yeah, this was just a nutshell. That from 16 to 26, I ended up being a patient in the same bed to a practitioner, treating a patient in the same bed. And that's just one line, that's just one way to put it. The journey has been long and it's been full of ups and downs, but trust me when I say this, that it gets better. If I can, so can you. And there are so many greater examples than mine. People who have turned their reality around in a good way, in a better way. And this is not to say that what worked for me or them would work for you, but something will. So if you find yourself in a bad place and you watch this video and you feel something has clicked within you, I hope you use that. And I hope you do something for yourself, because if you won't, trust me, no one else will either. It's your journey. Even if other people wronged you, it's still your journey, it's still your life, it's still your responsibility. I know it's not fair, but that's how it is. So take charge for your own life. It might not work for you the same way as it worked for me or someone else, but it will work for you if you truly give it a chance. So seek help, go out there, talk about your struggle and your story, seek professional help, seek personal help, give yourself the help that you need, be there for yourself, stand up to yourself, stand up for yourself, and yeah, just believe. Actions plus belief make all the difference in the world. So take it from someone who started at a not so good point to someone who has gotten to a comparatively great point. 16 to 26 has been a roller coaster, and it's going to be all the more amazing. And I can't wait to share this journey with all of you. So, yeah, this was kind of an all over the place video, but I hope that I made some sense. If I did, let me know in the comment section below. And keep in your prayers. Pray for me. I really need to heal from this pain and from everything else that's going on. All of us do. So pray for all of us. We're all one. Let's use that power. I heal you, you heal me. Together we heal the world. Let's heal. Bye.